Excuse me. One of the things that I thought was interesting, and this is only something that I would think now, not when I watched it before. Spock at one point was reviewing some footage, and I actually forget what it was, but he was like swiping the air. And I'm like, you don't see that on the regular series, but I'm like, but we actually do that now. Like you watch a show, whenever they're doing anything high tech, a good example would be like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They're always like doing stuff like, and you can swipe things if you have the right remote. And I'm like, that's actually a great prediction of the future, and it's something they're like, well, that's crazy, swipe in the air. Let's not do that again. So that was one of those things that I thought was kind of interesting. I don't know if there were little touches like that stood out to you.
The swiping did, because it also made me think the challenge of doing a show that you're going to set, especially not just in the near future, but in the far future.
Yeah.
To make sure that, because I think everybody, at least if you're doing a show now, you would know that hopefully this show is going to be successful and it's going to last a long time, that your vision of whatever time period that you're going to be setting this in the future doesn't become so dated within 15, 20 years.
Yeah, which I think a lot of times, there's movies and things that just don't hold up. It's funny, I was recently talking a completely different genre, but your good sitcoms will stand the test of time, like a good Norman Lear sitcom from the 70s. Yeah, there's things about it that are dated, but it doesn't look as dated as Seinfeld in a way, because like in Seinfeld, it's like, hang on, I have to make a call, and you pull out the antenna, and and you're just like, all right, you're using too much technology. Yeah. Just tell the story. And sometimes it's distracting. And I guess when you're in the future, your impression of the future can make it look really dated. Obviously, whenever you see a original series communicator, you think of the old flip phones. I had the StarTech phone that was pretty much a communicator, and I was like, this is amazing, it's like Star Trek. And now you have something that's more like this, that it's like, well, it's a calculator, I guess. I don't know what I thought the future would look like.
But anytime you had those the old school flip phones, I would treat it like a communicator.
Oh yeah,
yep. Pop it open.
And by the way, never once did Scotty beam me up.
No.
Yeah. So,
but especially when you
Oh, beam me up, Scotty has a new meaning this morning. The latest Star Trek film has gone into space. Paramount has beamed up a copy of Star Trek Beyond to the International Space Station for the astronauts up there to watch.
One of the things in the book, it is very funny. Fun factors. You debunk the myth, if you can tell us quickly, of that iconic phrase, beam me up, Scotty.
Well, I never said beam me up, Scotty, but everybody says beam me up, Scotty. But it never happened.
Where did we get it?
I don't know. Where did you get...
And beam me up, Scotty. I've waited years to do that.
You're off my list. I'm never going to come on this show again because it irked me for so long.
The extraordinary William Shatner. Captain Kirk himself opens up about Star Trek and why his co-stars hate him.
No, the actual quote was, "Beam us up, Mr. Scott." Shocking, isn't it?
Who changed it? Why do we all think that? It's very strange.